Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time, it's tarot time with Cindy. I'm going to do a release and a receive reading. I haven't done that in a while. It is a general collective, so it may or may not resonate. If it does, I'm glad we're able to connect. If it does not, hopefully the next time. So, a release and receive. Some of you may be familiar with this and some of you may not. And even if you are, it's been a while. So, what we're going to do is we're going to see what the universe would like you to release. Like, let it go, and what the universe would like you to receive. So, you create a void and something comes in to fill it. We're also going to ask, what motivates you at this time? Sorry, look at the card. It's been a while since I've done this. What are you most anxious about? Oh yeah, okay, so that's it. What motivates you at this time and what are you most anxious about? So we're going to kind of look at all that stuff and releasing and receiving. So we're going to start with the Shadows of the Middle Ages Oracle deck. I'm going to put a card in placement for each of those spots, and then we're going to start developing it a little bit more with the tarot. So for the collective, what would the universe like you to receive, like you to release, and what would the universe like you to receive? Release. Oh, wow. Heavy burdens and responsibilities in the cross. That's a big, heavy energy. Some of you, it could be something religious here to go. Whoa. Okay. And receive. Oh my God, an angel. That's crazy. Oh, I kind of like this. This is like releasing the way man tells you, mankind tells you to maybe do things, believe in things, and actually receive heaven. Wow, that's profound. Okay, what are you most anxious about? No, what motivates you? What motivates you at this time? Poppy. So that can be about illusions. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I kind of see it like, well, no. It's a mirrored inverse, 36 and 39. Am I stretching that? Number 36 is the cross. Number 39 is the poppy. Okay, what motivates you is the poppy. What are you most anxious about? Girl. You're most anxious about a girl? Interesting. All right. A pearl. A pearl at the bottom. Pearls of wisdom. Through grit comes knowledge. Oh yeah, okay. Slow down, Cindy. Slow down. Let's go. I want to read for you. Like some of this cross is a heavy energy, so release this. That's kind of nice, to be honest. And it could be something very, like, honestly, it could be like a religion and actually connect with heaven without anything between you and heaven here. The cross card represents challenges, burdens, and a sense of destiny. It signifies the presence of difficult or significant life experiences that carry spiritual or emotional weight. This card often indicates the need for perseverance, faith, and acceptance of one's circumstances. It suggests that through facing and transcending challenges, personal growth and spiritual transformation can be achieved. Go through the life lesson, no matter how difficult it may be. Do not despair and keep the faith. The cross is a very powerful card that casts its shadow over the entire spread. Let that motherfucker go. That's it. I mean, I kind of want to say some of you have possibly been going through a very difficult life transition that has involved some pretty heavy life lessons here. Challenges and personal growth. This is like, don't pass go. It is. It honestly has that feeling of don't pass go. You got to sit in this and you got to do it. You can let that go. You can actually let that go. So what you're going to receive here is an angel. That's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of a reading I did a little while ago where it was, you will be shown an angel. This is like receiving the angel. Angels are winged beings endowed with will and intellect, serving as intermediaries between the human world and the divine realm. They seem to be filled with light, love, warmth, and spiritual joy. Angels resemble a source of warm white golden radiance, remarkably radiant and joyful. Angels belong to the forces of light and forces of goodness, speaking to us more about the spiritual than the material world. Spiritual development, love for all living beings, compassion and kindness, tolerance and forgiveness. These are the main tenets of light. Wow. Well, you're definitely coming out of a shadow and going into the light. That's what the universe wants to see here for you. What motivates you at this time is the poppy. That's interesting. It could be, the motivation, your motivation and anything that you could be anxious about are not necessarily connected to what you're going to be releasing, receiving, right? Like this, it's kind of like your own separate little energy around this. So, okay, poppy, 39. The poppy card represents sleep, dreams, and relaxation. So, that could motivate you right now. Like, I really need to have a little rest here. I really need to relax because this is heavy. This is like someone who's been going through some pretty big challenges. The poppy card could represent a need for rest, rejuvenation, and allowing oneself to unwind. It may suggest the importance of taking breaks, finding inner calm, and giving yourself permission to indulge in self-care and peaceful moments. The poppy card also speaks to you about deception, opium, manipulation, intoxication, and propaganda. The poppy is a very beautiful flower. Don't succumb to the temptation of its beauty, as it hides deceit and manipulation. Stay strong, fight against your destructive tendencies. I kind of want to say that I feel like that might be connected to whatever you were going through over here, or whatever you've been going through, something that the universe is like, you can let that go. And it is to actually start to kind of center yourself, find a peaceful place again for you. Maybe, if like even both these cards are very dark and shadowy, kind of feeling like you're coming back into the light. The universe wants to bring you into the light. Come into the light, my child. Come out of the darkness. I feel like you're also motivated by, like, you feel this, you understand it. There's probably like a physical consequence that has occurred through all of this difficulty, and it is being able to take that time for yourself, to heal. It's kind of like you've been through hell and you're about to walk into heaven. You've been through hell and you're about to walk through heaven. Now, what are you anxious about? Girl. Who's this? That's interesting. Huh? It's this girl. It could be like the little inner child, the little feminine inner child within yourself. Or it could be, I don't know. I feel like it's a girl. Where is, 29 cards, 28. Girl. In this deck, there are two identical women cards. The only difference is their age. One card represents a girl and the other an adult woman. 2 generations. These cards are used as indicators for a female querent. The girl card represents a young female person, typically a teenager. It symbolizes youthfulness, innocence, and playfulness. The girl card often signifies the presence of a young person in the querent's life, or may represent the querent themselves if she identifies as a female of a younger age. So that's interesting, because the difference between, right, the girl and the woman is obviously age, but could also be, it is experience. With age comes experience. Something here, some type of anxious about some level of inexperience. Is it yours or is it someone else's? Or is this a young person that you're anxious about? Sorry, I'm wearing shorts, so I'm sticking to my chair. All right. I want to see, what is the energy between these 2 points in time, between your release and your receive? What energy is between them? What energy alchemizes, shifts you from this heavy burden into the angel? I can't, that's weird. Okay. What energy is shifting you from the cross to the angel? What energy supports the shift from cross to angel? What energy supports the shift from cross to angel? Camel. Number 69. It's like coming out of the desert. The camel is kind of like that slow and steady wins the race, although I know camels can be pretty quick. Wow, and you have the chain at the bottom. This is like some heavy obligation. Bound to some type of heavy obligation here. Okay, the camel. The camel card represents endurance, resourcefulness, and adaptability. It signifies the ability to navigate through challenges and difficult situations with resilience and grace. Okay, there you go. Because this is not easy. But you're resilient and you're graceful. Right? And then you're going to go into heaven. To heaven's gates. This card suggests that you have the inner strength and determination to overcome obstacles and reach your destination, even in harsh or unfamiliar circumstances. I want to say you've been there. You've been doing that. It encourages you to trust in your ability to adapt, persevere, and find innovative solutions to any difficulties that arise. The camel embodies endurance, persistence, and resilience. It can also symbolize the ability to find a way out of an unimaginable deadlock. That's interesting. I feel like there's a solution here for you. I don't know if it's something you're locked into. Don't lose your head. Be cool, right? Like walk through some sort of difficulty with grace. Okay. Now we'll go to the tarot. Release the cross. I'm going to do cross, angel, poppy, girl, camel. Cross, angel, poppy, girl, camel. Cross, angel, poppy, girl, camel. Okay, the Three of Pentacles, the angel, the Knight of Swords, the poppy, the Empress. What motivates you? What are you anxious about? The girl. Oh, the camel. Ah, it's the Seven of Pentacles. This is replanning things as you need to go here. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. There's like some sort of obligation here. The cross and the Three of Pentacles. Almost like an obligation to teach. An obligation to teach, to share information. The Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Wow, it's almost, this is interesting. It's almost like there's a side of you here that has been unseen because of some type of really strong obligation to show up in a certain way. Like it could even be like, you could be like a religious leader of some sort. I think that came out in another reading. And, everybody sees you this way. You have to come in your robe. You have to come in your robe. And you have to have the apple core prepared. And it's kind of like there's a part of you here that is unseen or unknown. I don't know, of a wild and crazy side a little bit. Definitely a creative side of you that's not been easily exposed. The angel with the Knight of Swords, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Well, that's interesting. Okay, the poppy. What motivates you this time with the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands? I feel like what motivates you is definitely some type of confusion, but it's also some type of rest here. I don't know if I think Lily's at the door. It was lunchtime. Okay, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, And the 10 of Cups. What you're anxious about. I don't know who this girl is. Okay. Transforming this. We have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. There's a lot here. Give me a second. All right. You're going to release. You're releasing an obligation here. This is a heavy, shadowy part of your life. Like, I just feel like that this is something where there's a part of you that has gone unseen for such a period of time that you almost start to believe that part of you that you're sunken into. You know, like if it's some type of shadow work or it's some type of obligation that you find yourself in and you can't get out of it, it makes you feel like you don't have a future. Yeah, it makes you feel like you don't have a future. You can't imagine what your future would be. That's what you're leaving behind. That's what you're going to release. You're going to receive I can only describe this as something that is incredibly suited for you. Because, right, we have the Queen of Wands over here, and then the King of Wands over there. The other thing I want to say, though, it might have something to do with some partnership, but it really does not necessarily have to be that. I want to say this is a part of you that hasn't been able to be utilized. You know, like the Queen of Wands being more of a feminine, like a yin, and then the masculine being a yang, like the feminine being receptive, the masculine being active. And we're talking active. We're talking the Knight of Swords, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. There's so much independence and free will here. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. It's like a horse. It's literally like a horse that's been worked its whole life. And, you know, I want to say retired, but do you ever see those old horses? I think they're often like Amish horses and stuff. But some treat them really, really well. But they work constantly, and they're often like riddled with arthritis, and they're tired and exhausted, which is interesting because it's kind of like what motivates you. And then you see them like they're rescued, or you know they can't work a farm anymore. The Amish, they get rid of them, and somebody saves them, and this is suddenly like realizing, oh, I can do whatever I want with my day. I can just hang out in the field and eat grass or hay or chop or whatever they're eating. Yeah, like that's kind of like this big shift. You can do whatever you want. And heaven supports this. Like heaven is there for this to happen. There could even be like the introduction of someone or an event in your life that feels like you're saved. You know, like it honestly feels like you're saved. Like even that story of the horse. This is a whole different plan here too. Like to get yourself from this heavy energy of the tired old workhorse, to the horse that can run through the field and do whatever it wants. And the heavens support this. You do whatever you want. The heavens are supporting you in this. To get there is to recognize that there is a season and a cycle for everything. And it is to start planning for a completely different season and cycle in your life. And it's almost like you're walking into a cycle that is about healing. And it's kind of like this healing never ends, but it's not the kind of healing where you've got to dig out that bad sore and get all the pus out and start shoving, bandage in there to suck out the pus and that heals from the inside out. This is like, because that's what this feels like. That's what this energy that you're releasing feels like. Like it feels shadow work. It feels you're obligated to do this, and you will not pass go. You cannot move forward unless you do this. But this feels like, right, it does. It almost feels like that retired horse. Like, now you're getting the rest that you need. The sun, you're just sitting and you're enjoying the sun and your old bones, muscles. And every day feels good. You just feel a little bit better. Like, have you ever seen any of those videos? And those horses just like completely transform. It's amazing. And sometimes they have like little friends. They have like a little donkey friend or a little goat friend or something like that. Or another horse friend. Like, and right, it's like never having time for a friend. Sad. It's sad. Oh. Okay. What motivates you? It's interesting. It's like mother and child energy. Mother and child. I don't know. There could be something here that you want to do. I don't know, like a woman's cause? A children's cause? There's a dream that you have here that I feel like you haven't shared. There could be I don't know, there's some type of illusion. It's definitely about recovering abundance, recovering like youthful energy within yourself, curiosity. That's what motivates you. That's nice. Now, this part, it's still really confusing here. It just feels like it comes a little bit out of left field. You're anxious about girl. I don't know, maybe some of you have a child. You're dealing with someone who's younger than you. I'll say that. You're anxious about someone who's younger than you. And it's weird. It's almost like, will this person see something? Will this person see something that you've been doing? Don't know what you've been doing. Well, yeah, like it's why? Why are you anxious? Will this person see what you've been up to? I don't know what you've been up to. Or are you anxious that this person is up to something? That this person is or will be up to something? That's very interesting. Was this person pretending something? I really don't know where this person comes from. Like it's like this energy feels like it kind of comes out of left field. Okay, girl and the Four of Wands. The Empress. The Nine of Pentacles. Let me just see this. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can connect something here. Okay, the Empress over here. What motivates you? The Hanged Man and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I feel there is some other energy here. What motivates you is kind of like, I want to say it's seeing how somebody... It's weird because it's pulling us back into this responsibility. It's something that you learned there. Okay, it's something that you learned there, either about yourself or others or someone else. And that what you learned there motivates you into greater abundance in your life, taking relationships to the next level, really growing and flourishing. Now, I don't know if this is like someone that you want to grow this with or if it's yourself. You're worried about... I don't even know. I'm wondering if somebody could have a pregnancy here. That's also the curious thing. It's almost like it's wondering if somebody... You're worried if somebody is ready for the next step. Now, I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. Okay? that there is something a little bit odd here about somebody wondering if somebody might be old enough. So I think if you have to wonder, you're probably getting the answer. They are not. I don't know what that is. It is a little bit creepy. I'm just going to say, because it's kind of like you're anxious. Is this girl, I don't know. Is this girl like, could I marry this girl? Could she be the empress? Or did you get somebody pregnant? I'm just not sure. There's a little bit of a weird energy coming across with that. Somebody's worried about something here. Or you could be worried, like if you're a feminine. I don't know if this is like a child around you. It's just, this anxious area is really like, I could see that it's connected, but it's very odd. When I say this is out of left field, it really feels out of left field here. And there's a lot of different ways I could interpret this. But really, honestly, like just this on its own, I'm not going to lie. This honestly feels very much like somebody worried that either they've gotten someone who's too young pregnant. And can I marry this person? I don't know. Something a little bit creepy here. Or it's something coming back to bite someone. Because the Seven of Swords is here with the Ace of Swords. And then the Ten of Cups, which could be like a happy family. So what's the Seven of Swords? What's going on here? Oh my God, the Knight of Wands. Fuck around and find out. The Ace of Swords. The Strength gives the Strength card in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, somebody's nervous about something. Is it the right time? Oh, I don't know about that girl. The Ten of Cups. I really don't know about that girl. It's just so odd. The Nine of... Okay, this is the thing that I was reaching for a little bit when I asked about the Nine of Pentacles over here. I wanted to see if I was getting a bit of a pre-Empress energy because I could see the girl being that as well. Okay? Being the because now we have it here. The Ten of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I kind of want to say that this is anxious if somebody is, I don't know, not in a relationship. Either someone is not in a relationship or someone is willing to take a relationship to the next level. Somebody's motives have been hidden. There's that too. Like somebody's motives have been hidden. Somebody's desires have been hidden. But it also plays through like, is this a child that could see that? Can you give me anything else on this girl? The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. That's part of the burden. What the fuck is going on here? Now I gotta go over there. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. All right. Four of Cups. Let's clarify your dark period here. The Four of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Well, it's clearly you're clearly missing really good opportunities in whatever this heavy dark energy was. The Queen of Wands. Oh boy, there's a lot here. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The Death card. The Chariot and the World. That's an awful lot. Well, a new beginning. Somebody went through some sort of process here has been finalized. It's kind of a funny energy. Like there's a few characters here and I know they're not all you. I'm not 100% sure that the Queen of Wands is you in this case. It could be. But then there's something here that you don't see. You could be anxious about something that you don't understand. Okay, I'm going to say that. There's a new beginning here. Okay, the Queen of Wands represents some sort of new tangible beginning. And this is very giving energy. It's very giving with the Six of Pentacles. But then the Death card and the Chariot and the World comes in. This is like a whole bunch of shit that's out of your control. Okay? And it is things being broken down so that they can be re-alchemized in a different form. And there's some type of movement that's associated with this, and then that comes to an end. It's like a conclusion. So what is the Eight of Swords? The Seven of Swords. It's the thing that you're hiding here, your motives. So you could be anxious about somebody's motives here. Or you could be worried that someone is anxious about your motives. I'm not sure. But that's the anxious part. Anyways, you're going to go through the heaven's gates. I got that part. But this is really interesting. The anxious energy is very curious. Very, very curious. All right. I'm going to go do the extended. You got the Knight of Cups at the bottom. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm going to ask, that might be a good question. How can you move away from your worries? And what is your highest path forward at this time? How you can move away from your worries, and what is your highest path forward at this time? Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.